you guys. I'm having the best time, and I can see by your faces, we're all having a good time. We're having an event right now. We're having a moment. This audience and me are having an event. And that was bad English. This audience and I. Yes.
I was just wondering, you got your start on stage in Shakespeare. I was wondering, do you ever want to go back to Shakespeare? And if so, is there a role that you want to go, that you really want to do?
I keep being asked. I was asked to do a musical recently on Broadway. That's what I said. I love music. I love. Have you ever thought of what music is? I mean, can you imagine we're a violin, you've got horsehair on a catgut, and it's making this sound, or you're going through a tube and a clarinet, or that's a reed, a trumpet sound. I mean, music is extraordinary. I mean, the whales sing and other animals make sounds of talking, but we invent instruments to make music. I mean, think about how we accept it because we're children. Oh, here's a piano. But man, I mean, it's wild that we make music. And then we train our voices to make this effortless sound that sounds like some of the instruments we make. I mean, the whole mystery of music is so much. I love the music. I wish I could sing it all, let alone sing well. But what I can do is the musicality of the words. So, since words have a music to them, the pitter-patter of little feet is got a musicality to it and a rhythm to it. And if you get to it, it then becomes something that's musical. Now, if somebody writes a melodic line behind it, then the patter of little feet become music. And suddenly you're singing in a way. And by the way, that's exemplified by one of the great pieces of music in the last many years is Bohemian Rhapsody. So Freddie Mercury had this glorious voice, and Queens was a great group of musicians, and they performed the iconic Bohemian Rhapsody. It's gorgeous. People say, well, what does it mean? The lyric. So I took the lyric of Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a strange song about a tortured individual, and I performed it. And then there was this, and the name of the musician now escapes me, I can't remember right now, Brian Mays did a guitar solo with Freddie Mercury. But our guy, his guitar solo echoed the agony of the character that I play on Bohemian Rhapsody. So there's this guy, and I shot somebody, and I know I gotta go, I don't want to go. And at the last moment, I raised my voice knowing that guitar solo would start at a certain point, so the voice and the instrument melded together as this guitarist took off and played this great guitar solo on Bohemian Rhapsody, which is in my record, the CD, which is sold out, so you can't buy it now. But there is the LP version of it. So, a musical would be fantastic for me to do. But 8 shows a week again, and moving to New York again, is beyond my capacity right now. So, no, there's nothing that I would point out and say I'd like to do that, but every so often somebody comes to me and says, would you like to do this? And that's when I take a look at it and say yes or no.
your spiritual views are.
What my spiritual views
You know,
are?
you've had a lot of ups and downs, and I know you mentioned something in the book about maybe you've got a bit of a meditation practice or
Meditation. My spiritual views are that the mystery out there is unanswerable. We humans cannot answer that, what that mystery is. I envy the people who say, I have a faith that that mystery is such and such. We'll call it God or whatever name you want to apply to it. I know that there's a mystery, but I wish I could buy into the answer that people have. So many people say, this is the answer. I know this to be true. Well, you don't know it's true. You have a leap of faith. We all talk about that. I can't get to that leap of faith because my mind says, well, why would that happen? Why would there be a heaven? And do we all go to heaven? And I love my dogs. Are my dogs coming to heaven with me? I mean, why would you leave out my dogs and my horses? Horses nuzzle up to me and they say, hey, Bill, I'm here. Let's go. You know, my old dog, hello. My dogs, when I left, you know how they know when you pack and you're going. And so my dogs know that Elizabeth and I are going, and they don't have anything to do with us. You're leaving again. I can't believe it. They're saying it. You know they're saying it. You can't. And I got a 10-year-old doing, and I say to him when I leave, now listen, I'm coming back in a week. You be here when I'm in. I'm going to die. And he goes, okay. I mean, and soul, that can't disappear, can it? And yet, we're